Welcome everyone! Y'all should already know who I am, and today you will learn about an amazing and epic place, the beautiful Tasmania. Let's go! Time for your maps of Tasmania. Weird editing is going on there. Here's political map with administrative divisions right here. Think of those as states inside of the state. There are 20 of them, and they all have quite a history, but we can talk about that in another time. Let's get more into it. We still got more maps. Here are two corrupt maps coming right up. Let's get into it right away. This is the first one and shows the land use. It is mainly being used towards the east, particularly southeast, and the west doesn't seem much to use. Here is the second, and it shows you the percentage change in people coming to Tasmania in the last 10 years. You can also see the same pattern. Tasmania square kilometers. Tasmania is 68,332 kilometers squared. That is pretty big. Think of West Virginia shown here. It is in fact bigger than that. Your mind must be blown. The population of Tasmania isn't so great, with around 528,000 people. The population density of Tasmania is 7.2 people per square kilometer. And finally, through the period of 8 years, the population growth rate of Tasmania is 0.13% to 1.08%, or 666 people to 5,500 people. The political leader of Tasmania is a man named Peter Gutwein. He is the Premier of Tasmania, just like how Doug Ford is the Premier of Canada. Peter Gutwein, as you may have told by the colours, is a Liberal Prime Minister, and therefore his party affiliation falls under the Democrats. The GDP or GRP of Tasmania, GRP being the same as GDP but just for smaller areas, is 31.55 billion Australian dollars, or around 30 billion Canadian dollars. The GDP per capita is 61,249 Australian dollars, or around 56,000 Canadian dollars. The GDP growth of Tasmania would be best shown through a graph, and it's right here. As you can see, the graph shows the growth through the past 9 years. Tasmania had a very jumpy and out of order GDP growth, but then they started to get steady and the growth started to increase. Now it's time for the primary, secondary, and tertiary industries. This graph shows it very well. It compares the whole of Tasmania to its biggest city, Launceston. We can see that there are certain industries greater than others, but taking a closer look, it seems that the tertiary industries, such as healthcare and social assistance, come at the top.